Hello, 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 and welcome back to day 4 of this 1 month game dev challenge. So, in this episode, I think the correct next step would be to create the weapons to add to the game and to make the attack functionality a bit more cooler and more dynamically with scriptable objects. So you have different weapon speed, different weapon attack, and so on and so forth for different weapons. So let's just try to create some cool weapons here with Magica Voxel. So let's start. I it could be a running gag that I say in every video that I'm so bad of a designer. But I do not want to mention it this time because you guys already know. Okay, so let's just try to model that looks a bit like a weapon. Okay, to be honest, this looks really, really bad. But it's okay. Oh my god. This should be my channel slogan. Looking bad, but it's okay. It's okay. So, we're done. No, of course not. I think the right approach would be to just have this 3x3, not 2x2, because then I think we have a bit more of control on how we can design these things. So let's also have here 3x3. So just add here one layer, and then 1, 2, 3. Nice. Oops. And then add it this way. So now we can just have it like this, and I think it kinda looks better. I think. So, of course, we need to play around with some colors and also with some forms. So we might not want to have it so bulky as it is now. What about just have it this way? Is this looking cool? I don't know. Honestly, it looks a bit cooler than the first one. But this doesn't have to mean anything. Oops. So let's add this again. Oops. No, brown color. There we go. So I think, for the first weapon, this is totally fine, I think. So let's export this. And because we want to maybe add a switch to these weapons, maybe in this episode, maybe we do it tomorrow or whenever else, I want to do another one. Maybe we can add some kind of sniper here. So how does a sniper look? I think it doesn't that, oh my god, I can't talk today. It does not is, oh my god, it is not that different. So now I got it. Then the weapon here, I just want to make the how do you call it? the front of the weapon a bit, a bit longer. But I don't know. Maybe it will look awful. But hey, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it will look so gorgeous. Yeah. So we can have it here. Oops. We can have the second part where you hold the weapon there and have a pretty long front of this weapon. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be correct. The last one looked better. But I'm no weapon designer, so I do not know if it is correct physically. Yeah, but I think it's correct. Yeah, this should. Yeah. Oops. So now we want to remove this part. Now we're good to go, I think. So let's save it as weapon 2. And then we're good to go. Weapon 2. Also, we can add the zoom. That's our scope strength. Yeah, anyway. Just create the weapon 2 as a voxel. And then we can jump right back into Unity where we can add these objects. I quickly make a folder for the weapons. I didn't turn off the reloading mechanism. So each time I create anything here in the assets folder, there's a bunch of time to reload the settings. Yeah, maybe I need to adjust this. And also I want the materials, the textures, and the objects separated. But I think this is also something for next time. So we're here in the export folder. Now where are the weapons? There we go. The same for the weapons with the material, the object, and the texture. But we'll do that next time. I pretty much say that, but I think it's okay. So we might want to check if the weapons are big enough. I think half the size is totally fine. Let's see. Yes. Let's import just half the size. Nice. And then we can create these as prefabs. This is weapon 1 and this is weapon 2. Maybe I just call them by your name. It's sniper and this is a scar. I think it's a scar. If not, then now it is. So here are the weapon and the scar and the sniper. Then in the scripts folder, I create a new folder and I call that scriptables to just be pretty accurate. I call this weapon as nice. And then we jump right into the code. Hooray! Finally, we can code something. So let's wait until Visual Studio is finished with loading, and we want to remove the mono behavior and make it a scriptable object. And all we want to do now is give this weapon a name. So it's weapon name. Then we also want to do the weapon damage. I like prefixing this because I want it, kind of standardized. And when I would just name the string name, then it would override or shadow something from some external object, and this is not what I want, so I call it weapon name, weapon damage. What also did I say? Public float, weapon scope, strength. What did we do also? Damage. The reach radius. Public float, weapon reach radius. Is this a word? I hope so. So we got, oh no, and the weapon speed. The weapon speed. I totally forgot. Public float, weapon speed. Nice. So we got some scriptable objects. And I think we want to add a new context menu. Calling it, just weapon. Is this correct? I don't know. I thought it was context menu item. Context menu item. I hope so. I think it is context menu. Okay, it is not. I'll just have a quick look in my other side project, and then I'll come back to you guys. Hello, I'm back, and I was taking a look at my main game, not the side game, I'm sorry. The main project, azaryia, where I have a devlog on this YouTube channel, so if you're interested, please check it out. It's create asset menu and not what is type context menu or context menu item. This is not good. So let's have it here with the new weapon, and we can have it under custom and weapon. Hooray, this is kind of good. And now we want to create both of these weapons, the scar and the sniper, and then take a look if this is looking good. These are prefabs, so we want to create the models here. Models, and there we go with these weapons again, calling it weapons under model. And now we can create with the asset menu custom weapon the information for the weapon. So the scar, here we call it scar. Damage, I know, 10. Scope strength, I don't know, 2. Reach radius, I would say, I don't know, 100. Maybe we will also keep this on infinity and just have something like bullet drop in there, so this can be deleted someday, but I think for now it's okay. And the weapon speed, I think, is okay with like 10 shots per minute, per second, I'm sorry. So we have the 0.1 and the sniper. Let's create the sniper, call it sniper. So it has a much higher damage, I would say 30. The scope is like times 8, but the speed is like every 3 seconds a shot. And of course, maybe longer. I don't know if this is overpowered. We'll just take a look, and if it's not that balanced, then we just rebalance it and feeling fine. Okay, so now we got the weapons and stuff. I think it's a good idea to have it rebound to the scriptable object, I'm sorry. So maybe it would be a good idea to have the weapon prefab in here, so we can instantiate each other and the other way around. So we can instantiate or get the scriptable object from the weapon prefab and get the weapon prefab from the scriptable object. Ooh, that's hard to say. And I think this is a pretty good idea, because then for testing purposes, we can easily, pull these weapons in there. So let's have a look here. I lock in this and go to weapon, and this is the scar, and I think this was the scar, and there's the prefab. Unlock this, and then I go to the other one, to the sniper, lock this, and then go to the sniper and drag it in there. Hooray! Nice. So now we want to make sure to check these weapons. So add a new script calling it world weapon. And I think currently there's nothing really to do except for adding the correct weapon scriptable object to it. I call it weapon as O, and then later on I think this script will be responsible for instantiating bullets and stuff like that. But for now, this is mainly to carry this information we need from the weapon, and so the information is getting separated from the graphics, from the mesh. So let's have this scar here and just this German, and it says program a game for YouTube. Okay, I'm doing that. Okay, let's put the scar in here, and we do the same thing for the sniper. Unlock this and have the world weapon here, and add the sniper to it. Nice. Also, I think this is, this is done, I think. Okay, then for the player controller, maybe it is a good idea to check what weapon we have in the hand. So we might want to have in here just for testing purposes, I make it serialized, the weapon, world weapon. Then we can check. I think we need to have a getter function. Public world as O. Weapon as O, I'm sorry. Weapon as O. Get weapon. And then we just return the weapon as O. And now we can use this information for our weapon speed and the stuff we have here. So we have the weapon dot get weapon, or get weapon information is better, I think. So let's rename this here. And then with the get information, we now have the speed. Do we have the speed? I think so. Yeah, we have it here. Would probably make more sense if we cache this information, but for now it's okay. Reach radius, and then we have the weapon damage. So also we can now check that we are shooting and that the weapon is not 0. So this means we have to have a gun in our hand, not head. Okay, let's delete both of them here. And check if this is working. So we have the player here, lock in this here, and go to prefabs, weapon, and we have the scar in here. So let's test if the scar is shooting like, I don't know, 10 times in the second. Yes, this was pretty fast. But I think for debugging purposes, it is better to just have a debug here with weapon name. I get information. Weapon name is shooting. So, and then we can see if it's shooting, and if so, then we can test this. So scar is shooting, as you see here, pretty good. And now we just want to drag the sniper in here, and let's see how fast the sniper is shooting. I think, what did we say? I think 3 seconds. So let's press it. One shot. Oh yes. And another shot. Okay. So the sniper is shooting really slow. But that's okay, because it can look much deeper into the field. And when it hits something, it is like 3 times harder. But we also want to have a look at the hitbox and stuff like that, and where was the player hit, and multiplied by that, and so on and so forth. But I think we'll come to that later. So now we got the weapon implemented, and I think now the next step is to get the weapon to the player's hand. So let's make it so that the right arm is responsible for the weapon. So when the right arm is there, I want to have a weapon parent. Call it weapon parent. And I want to have it here so that the gun is on the farthest on the imaginary hand, and then it can be put here. So where it is, there it is. Then 0 0 0. Okay, this is not good. But let's help here some more. So let's see. I think it will look awful, but it doesn't look too bad. Okay, actually it does. I have a better idea to just have it as the hand is rotated. So we got a 180 here. And then pull it down, pull it a bit to the left. Oops. Back to the right a bit. Yeah, I think this is a bit nicer. And yeah, there we go. There we go. Looks much better. And now when I want to shoot The animation is missing, but it's working with a gun in the hand. Hooray! Nice. Okay. As you saw, we did this quite manually, but I think a good idea would be to add some kind of weapon pickup. So we will have to see if we get this into the world weapon script. So we might want to have a new variable here, calling it or naming it is on ground, and then we can say, okay, we have a on trigger enter and on trigger exit here. We check if other punct get component is the player. So if it's the player controller is also okay. And if it is the player, we can get a try get component, I think, because then we can work with the component player controller. So and if this is the case, then we can do anything with the player controller. Or we could work with tags. What would be a bit cleaner in this case? So to be honest, let's stay clean. Let's add a tag here and just let everything have a tag here. I think it was the player, the layer, sorry, where you could just set it one time and then it pops up a question with, hey, do you want to put the layer for all child objects? And not this time, so I had to do this all manually. So, as we have now a player tag with a box collider here, and a rigid body, this is super important, we can now check if the other dot tag is equal to player. We also could make an enum and check something like entity type, but let's stay simple here. And if the other tag is player, then we can easily say, okay, it is the player, we can be picked up or we get picked up. Let's make it this way that we just say, okay, okay, super. I'm so sorry. We go with the try get component, because then I can say player controller, and then we say something like pick up this. So this would be the case, and then we can just say, okay, I want to have the weapon equal to world weapon. Of course, we then want to destroy this game object. And make it maybe a bit better. Do I have do-tween? Nope, I do not have do-tween in here. Cool tweenie library, which we will work on with in the future. And yeah, now this is getting picked up. This is kind of important, but we maybe want to pull this out to another controller, like a pickup controller or something like that. But you get the gist, I think. Yes, and now we can say, okay, this is the new weapon, and so let's check it out. I also want to type it out here. So something like debug.log picked up new weapon, and then I have here something like weapon.web or get weapon information, and then we have the weapon name here. This should be an F string. So, and then we have it here. So currently we have here a scar in the hand. But when I put the sniper here, for example, then I already have to add a box collider. Is this correctly? No, it is not. Maybe I just remove that and put the box collider on here, because if you have a mesh on it, the box collider gets adjusted automatically. So the box collider in here, I copy this component and paste it right here. Nice, and have all the nice edges and boxes as I want. Nice. So, important, this should be is trigger. Okay, so let's have a look if this is working as intended. So we got the console here, and as you remember, I got a scar in here, and when I walk over this, I picked up a new weapon, the sniper, and now I have the sniper, which takes like 3 seconds to shoot. So let's try it out. 1, 2, 3. And this is not working. Why is this not working? Let's see if I got the player in here. Oh, the weapon is none. Ah, okay. I think it is because I destroyed the game object, and I had this okay. This makes sense. It is maybe better to just have the weapon as O in the player controller and not the world weapon. So it's the world as weapon as O. I'm sorry, weapon as O. And then we have the weapon here, and then we do not have to call the get weapon information every time, which is kind of cool. And then we can here have this weapon as O, and this is then the weapon. We can say, okay, I want to have the weapon in here and do not want to have the weapon there. And I think then it is possible, because we have this weapon as O there and not the script attached to the game object, which we will destroy in the next tick. So as you can see, we need to attach this scar. So let's have it here. Models. Oops, not models. These models. The scar I have in my hand. And when I pick up this one, I hopefully have a sniper in my hand and can shoot with it. So I have a sniper in here, and the weapon says scar. It's not good. So why is this not working? Did I do a mistake here? Let me see. The weapon as O is getting picked up. Ah, okay, yeah, okay. This is bad. I just call it new weapon. Oh my god, that's so. This is so silly, honestly. And maybe it is better to call this. Let's make it with a tool, current weapon. I think this is a way better name than just weapon. And then I say, okay, the current weapon is a new weapon. And then I think it's okay. So this was my Alexa. I have to do laundry, but now I want to really quick check if this is working. So let's third time get the sniper, and now it says current weapon is a sniper. Nice. And if I hold down the left mouse button, you see in the bottom left corner 30 from player. We can do it again, holding up this for 3 seconds, and now it increased by 1. So this is working. We can now pick up weapons, shoot with these weapons, and have modularized these weapons. So I think this is a great achievement. So the next step would be to create the scope for the sniper, or create some targets, or we can create the game world to make things getting a bit more exciting. So if you liked the video, then please hit the like button. If you do not want to miss any updates on this 1 month game dev challenge, then please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to do not miss anything about game dev or my main project Azaryia, where I have a bunch of devlogs on my channel, then please hit subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.